Welcome back to the broadcast. Well, many of us strive for beautiful skin. We use cleansers, sunblocks, and lotions. But did you know that the bacteria on your makeup brushes can cause conjunctivitis, impetigo, and ringworm? Ugh, I don't even know what those things are, and they sound disgusting. We're lucky enough to have Jennifer Masad from GenXFaces.com here to show us how to clean your makeup brushes so all that yucky stuff doesn't make it to your face. And I'm embarrassed to say, let's show my brushes. This is what happens when you don't clean your brushes very often. You can't tell the full disgusting amount of stuff that's in that shot, but it's pretty gross. So I don't do this, number one, often enough, and number two, I'm doing it all wrong. So show us what we're supposed to do.
Okay, so the biggest thing I want to tell everyone is don't use water to clean your brushes. Don't use baby shampoo. That's what we're told, but a detergent-based cleanser will always strip your brushes, and it'll eventually leave some buildup in the center of the brush, and the hairs break off, and then you've just wasted a $48 investment.
Right.
Whereas if we use a good brush cleaner, which I'm going to show you right now, they'll last, like my brushes right here, some of them, like I said, are over 10 years old.
Yeah, and I was just saying, they look brand new, and they're soft, and they're beautiful, and they're not crusty and gross like mine. Which, for somebody who cares so much about her skin, I'm surprised that I don't pay attention to this as much. I just don't think about it.
We're not taught it, right?
As part of skincare, yeah.
Exactly. So you don't have to clean them all the time. When you use a great cleaner, you only need to clean them about once a month. You'll know, because then your makeup will start to look a little funky. So easy, easy, easy. This is Cinema Secrets.
Mine. Okay.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite. This is like what all the professionals use. It's about 40 bucks for this guy, but it's worth every penny. Now, someone like me who does makeup for a living will go through it every month, but you won't. This may last y'all 6 months.
And where do you get this?
You can order it from cinemasecrets.com. I've also got an Instagram post that you can look at on how to clean the brushes with a link to the website.
Okay.
So easy. I take a Pyrex cup with some cleaner in it, and then I like to take a towel that you don't care about getting stains on, and then we're going to dip it in there.
Oh my God.
And since Lisa's haven't been clean in a while, it might take me a few times. So, and that basically just...
Courtney, yours are probably just as bad.
We cleaned her brushes. That was the first thing I did. And then all I'm going to do is, I'm not going to smash the brush, right? I'm just going to buff it, because you want to maintain the shape of the brush. And I'm going to buff till I don't see any more color, which may take a minute with this guy.
Which would be forever with that one.
Right.
What about regular brush? Because that's a foundation brush, so it seems to always stay kind of moist, which I don't know if that's a good thing either.
It won't with this.
Really?
These will be dry and sanitized in less than 30 minutes. Because think about it, when you're in the theatrical or the professional makeup world, I don't have time to let my brushes sit overnight, or if I'm doing a big wedding. So these can...
And it really, you can smell the alcohol. I mean, it smells like an antiseptic.
It's like barbicide for your brushes.
It's good.
So that one's kind of halfway there. I would do round 2 on that one, but we might not make it.
And this is a blush brush.
This is our blush
brush.
I
wish we had another empty container to show just how disgusting this one is. So this is really easy. And this is if you are having problems with your skin. I'm sure you see a lot of people, and they're like, I can't figure it out. You know, I'm washing, and morning and night, and is this the culprit a lot of times?
Yes. Especially ladies, if you let people use your brushes, please don't, because we're using things around an orifice, so that's never a good thing.
Right.
So, but if you use a cleaner that properly sanitizes them, you won't have these issues.
So do we need to worry at the makeup counters, like you'll go to the MAC counter and they'll try something on you. Are they cleaning their brushes after every...
Yes, I'm going to make a plug about MAC. The one thing they do is they will train us sanitation techniques so we can train you. Makes the biggest difference in the world, because some women will just come try stuff on, but no, at the counter they should dip it in alcohol, clean it off, and dip something again, and then you can use it.
Okay, so while you're, wow, that looks so much better.
Well, yeah, I really need some more cleaner, actually. Since these haven't been cleaned in a while, but as you can see, we've gotten most of the color off. And then what I like to do is I like to reshape the brush here. This one's been a little beat up, but you can, like I said, that'll be clean and dry here in a minute.
Almost like brand new.
I know.
Now, while you're doing these, can you sort of go through the importance of using makeup brushes? No, a lot of people don't. They'll use their tip of their finger, or they'll use like those crazy little sponge brushes that come in some of the
Yes, please don't use the applicators in the makeup that you buy. It's the biggest difference in buying brushes and quality brushes is that you'll use less of your makeup and you'll get a better product, especially when it comes to things like foundation, like we talked about before. If you have texture issues, foundation brush or a powder brush will apply it better, give you better coverage, and you won't see the pores the same way.
Now, a foundation brush like this, but you also like using something else to buff the foundation after you apply it with this,
I'm
right?
a big fan of a powder brush for liquid foundation. In my video that we'll talk about here in a minute, I talk about the little bare minerals effect. You just sit there and you buff it on.
And
9 times out of 10, I always do this, unless you've got like perfect textured skin. The
yeah,
flat
I'd like
brush,
to meet you, and then I'd hate you.
the flat brush is going to press into texture,
Right.
whereas the powder is going to buff over it.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right, so those are the importance of using brushes, but really the point is to keep your brushes clean so you don't get all that funk on your skin. Okay, so can we finish washing mine, and then
Yes.
later in the next hour you're going to show us the right way to do a smoky eye?
We got lots of fun tips
Because we
for
all
that.
think we know how to do it, but I think most of us are doing it wrong.
I'm going to
So
show
you're
you
gonna
my
us.
favorite tips and tricks.
Okay, very good. Okay, we always get such great tips from Jen. Now that we've learned how to clean our brushes, as I said, she's going to return next hour and show us how to do that smoky eye, so stay tuned for that. And we have more Table Talk coming up next. Wow.